All right, we're here today. We have 3 store picks going up against C923. Let's see if C923 destroys the field today. Don't worry. All right. I'm Brian.
And I'm Lucas.
And we are sort of the Buffalo bourbon enthusiasts. Deb has the day off today. Lucas, he works at BayTowne Wine Spirits. Did I get that right?
That's right. Yep.
All right. So tell us a little about yourself, what your position is, yada, yada, yada.
That kind of thing. I'm the spirit specialist at BayTowne Wine Spirits, which is up in Webster, New York, right outside of Rochester. And I've been in that role for about 2 years now. I was in the same kind of position at another big store in Rochester for about 5 years prior to that. Yeah.
I know what store, but it's top secret for you guys.
Top secret.
Yeah, and I've been going here for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Found North is what drew me in here.
Right.
Found North Batch 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some bottles here. We're just going to roll through what bottles we have real quick, and then we're going to dig in. This is actually their pick, the BayTowne pick.
Yeah.
And this is 9 years and 132.1 proof.
Right.
How many samples did you guys get when you...
They sent us in the neighborhood of like 12 to 13 samples, and as we went through, that was actually like the 6th among them, and that really already stood out well enough to us in trying those, so we went with that.
That's interesting. Usually we get like 4.
Yeah,
so to get a dozen, did you sample all 12 in one night, or did you have to take a break?
Honestly, the spit bucket helps a lot with that. But even still, you do get that palate fatigue, and honestly, that's part of the reason why. Like we probably would have gone through a little bit more comprehensively, but when we hit like halfway through and we were like, "That's a killer," then we just went with that.
I understand that.
Right.
Let's see what else we have on the table. This is this is the C923.
Very good.
And that is 13 years, 7 months, and 133 proof. So that's going to be the highest age stated and the highest proof. This is one that Deb and I filled at the distillery on July 13th in 2023, coming in at 126 proof even. And this is an off-profile one that Alan Christensen got for us. This is 126.4 proof. This is a South Carolina pick. This is the Josie Wales pick, which I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan.
Nice.
All right, we're going to dig into these and give you some tasting notes, and we're going to rank them. All right, we're back. Haas is in the background. He's the camera guy today. We're going to sip on glass number 1. I'm going to just listen to what the expert has to say.
You flatter me.
So, Lucas, you want to talk about this first one a little bit?
Well,
I think Rob poured you more than me.
I think in coming in at this one, sometimes I get like these like baked dark fruit notes on these, but admittedly, this I feel like is more spice driven. I feel like I'm getting more sweet oak notes. I'm getting more like baking spice kind of profile. A little bit of like kind of candy corn. I feel like I'm getting on the palate.
Yeah, it's definitely sweet up front, and
Right.
then I'm getting some spice. When I took my initial sip, I'm like, this didn't feel like it was a high proof.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, I'm going to recant that. You know, it might be a higher proof one, but I have to go through them all so I can compare them.
I know, right?
But I thought this was enjoyable. But
It is.
It's only our first sip. We got to go in on the other ones.
Exactly.
All right, let's take a look at glass number 2.
Well, that's different.
See, now I'm already making a guess.
I can understand why you are though.
I'm making a guess because I'm thinking, to me, it's nutty. Now, I could be nutty by saying I think it's nutty.
No, but I immediately in smelling that, I was like,
you're gonna swallow that one. You're allowed to swallow one.
I think I ought to. That. Yeah, and honestly, I'm glad I did too, because you get it on the finish. It's that like pecan pie kind of thing, and like oh yeah, yeah. In smelling it, I right off the bat was like, this is not quite the same as yeah.
All right, we're gonna go in for number 3. Interesting. All right, so we're back. One observation from me, and I probably am wrong, but this seemed to be tasting like it was a low proof to me.
Yeah.
To me, I wasn't getting the spice on the end as much.
No.
Go ahead, you talk while I take another sip.
Yeah, the fruit notes that I had mentioned I didn't find in the first one, I'm finding more in this one, like some of that blackberry and that kind of characteristic. So
that is a good call.
Right?
So the middle one's a little nutty.
Yeah.
That one's a little fruity.
Yeah.
These could be all adjectives to describe me.
Very good.
As he burns his nostrils out.
Well, 1 to 4.
I'm going to move on to the last one.
Sounds good.
I'm going to be drinking hotter. Not hotter, but higher proof to me. Ralph's sitting there. You are wrong. All right. We're back. I don't know. The last one, Lucas, what are your thoughts on that one?
Well, it's tricky because that I do feel like it might be a little lower proof, which I know we had kind of talked about with the previous one, so it's tough to say for sure, but definitely has less of an edge to it and kind of a more light-bodied sweetness, I feel like. Where it has the sweetness, but it's a little bit more in that like kind of lighter vanilla, a little bit less of the big, rich, caramely kind of.
If you put these in front of me, I would be happy with all of them.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
okay. Try and gather our thoughts here and get our rankings in. I kind of think I know where I am, but I'm not sure. So we're going to pause this video. I want to ask Rob to pour me a little more since I was a little bit of a glutton here. That means I'm going to have to leave the room.
Why?
I'm down, man.
All good.
All right, we're back. Before we show you our rankings, we want you to smash that like button. Lucas probably wants to smash me because I wanted him to talk while he had his mouth full.
No, I don't mind.
Subscribe to the station, and we didn't ring the bell. Ring the bell for notifications. Also, in the description below, click on the link for the Patreon for exclusive content and giveaways. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I changed first, second, third, fourth numerous times.
Same here.
And then after a while, my mouth was just like I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I'm done.
Right.
All right, so we're going to go with you. We're going to go with your 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So you're number 4, and then I'll tell you how I rated it.
Okay. Very good.
And then we might make a bottle guess, make asses out of ourselves.
Right, exactly. I think if I were to give my number 4, I think it's actually the 4th one. It wasn't bad. It just felt like it had the least going on for me.
Right, and that's my number 4 too. I'm gonna bottle guess, and Rob, you're gonna tell us what it is. Okay, I'm gonna guess that was my distillery pick. Number 4.
It was? Yeah.
I got one right.
You got it right.
We can end this video right now because I finally got something right.
You got it right.
Damn. It's not like I've been hitting that bottle a lot either because that's pretty full. All right. So your number 3.
My number 3, I was really in a toss-up on this, but I gotta be honest. For me, my number 3 was my number 1, my furthest to the left.
Okay, so just pull that up.
Yeah.
Pull that up.
Sure.
Okay, so that was number 2 for me at one point, but I'm going to leave it here.
Okay.
That was my number 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So my bottle guess for this. Do you want to make a bottle guess?
I think we're on the same page on this, honestly.
I think that's the C923.
I think it is, yeah.
Is that the C923?
Yep. Nice.
I did enjoy that. But it wasn't number one the whole time, but as I was drinking. All right, so number one.
Yeah, number one.
Hey, look at that. Worst case scenario, I'm 50%. Okay? Okay, so that was my number one. You're number three. So now we're looking at your number two.
I was really torn up on first and second place with this, and I will say I think I gotta give number two to this guy. I really liked the blackberry and raspberry notes on it. I'm a sucker for fruit notes.
Okay.
But there's something special about this one, so I think I'll give that my number two shot.
And that was, it was close. That was number three for me. That was actually number two for a while for me, right? So that was number three for me. And I'm going to guess that was your pick.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the same.
I'm guessing that's the BayTowne pick.
For number three?
Yes.
Number three. Oh, really? Now that is a change of pace. I know I am.
That is interesting.
That's very interesting.
Okay.
I didn't even think I was choosing that.
So your number one
It's actually
is
the
your
BayTowne
pick. And actually,
that works out.
my number one is the C923. But for most of the night, my number one, I got to tell you, while I was sipping on it, was your pick.
Thank you.
And at the
Thank
last
you.
minute, I switched.
That's fair, though. I mean, it's still outstanding whiskey. I mean, the
So,
C923.
yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong.
You can't.
Okay, so
Across the board.
it's a phenomenal pick.
Thank you.
No, as my students would say, no cap, right? Okay, it was totally legit. Haas is here to verify.
That's right.
Number two for me, number one for him, and I had it number one for a while, to be honest with you, but then my palate got shot.
Understandable.
Okay.
And plus, when it's competing against the C923, that's an outstanding bottle.
Okay, so Haas, you can sit down and do this afterwards if you want, and see where you lie. Okay, so we appreciate everyone. Leave a comment below on this blind, on C923 or Elijah Craig store picks. What else do I got to say? That's why I have notes. Oh, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Remember, Bourbon is for sharing. Share this video. Deb would kill me if I didn't say that, Rob.
It's an important part.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you, Brad.
Oh, no, thank you. That was great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can turn.